spinning over northwest Iowa, and it does. It's very distinct, very well defined. Looks like some sort of tropical weather system. None from the furthest, though, as winter tries to hold on the 6th day of March here. 27 degrees right now at 6 o'clock, and this is actually the radar picture across the metro. Where you see the brighter white snow bands, that would be the heavier intensity with that, and you can see it's actually dropping in from north to south. It's kind of unusual the way this storm's set up. They don't usually stall like this one has. It's kind of regaining its strength. No wonder parts of the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast very concerned with exactly where this thing's going to end up, because it is a powerhouse storm system. Right now outside, the temperatures certainly on the cool side. We're generally in the mid to upper 20s across town. That is plenty cold enough to support the snow. As we put the radar on top of the temperature map, you can see the Meadows, Autumn Ridge, both looking at neighborhood numbers at about 25. And as we spin this back to the east, you can see 26 up in Carter Lake. Right now, downtown, midtown, Council Bluffs into Bellevue, everybody there pretty consistent in the mid-20s. So as we go through the morning, this may be a little optimistic that we're going to get back to near the freezing mark in the next 4 or 5 hours. I think we're probably stuck here. May creep up a couple of degrees. Otherwise, the snow showers continue through this afternoon. We will look for the high briefly to peak at 34. But Max, we got our hands full this morning here. We were talking about a large number of accidents already. You can see on your map, you've got the white too. And you were telling us we're under a traffic alert, meaning it's kind of that snow emergency type situation where we're getting a large number of accidents here already this morning.
Yeah, we actually are. I was just updating my maps here to see the latest information here, and we do have quite a bit of accidents and a couple of slow spots around the metro. So this major one that we need to let you know about first is this accident at 72nd on the eastbound side of I-80, and it's closed part of that street because of that accident. The westbound side seems to be flowing pretty nicely and not too many delays, but we also have this other accident on the eastbound side of I-80 at 42nd Street. Authorities saying if you can avoid I-80 eastbound between 680 and 480, it might be best to do so. 168th and Harrison, seeing another accident there. Also 156th and Q, a reported accident there. Let's take a look at the 680 on the north side of town. You can see traffic is flowing. We're not seeing any of the orange and reds yet, but we still see some of the yellows as you're coming into Omaha. Same story on the Nebraska side as you're heading east there. But for the most part, there are not very many streetlights out there, so just drive with caution if you're on the northbound side. The southbound side of the 680 approaching I-80, some slow spots there. And if you're headed onto the 680 from I-80, it's pretty slow too. The JFK interchange, though, things look pretty good there. Let's take a live look. Here is West Dodge Road and I-680. You can see a couple of cars out there. Things aren't looking too great. The visibility down quite a bit too. 12 minutes right now on Dodge Street from 180th down to 72nd. Travel speeds are about 44 miles per hour. And if we take a look at some of these interstate travel times, 680 to the river is going to take you about 15 minutes right now, probably even longer because of that closure. 480 to 680 about 9 minutes, and the southbound side of 680 not too bad, about 3 minutes from Pacific over to the Letters. You can let me know on Facebook and on Twitter what's driving you crazy or any hot spots you see out there. Now we're going to send things out to Shantae Passmore. She is in one of our weather trackers with the latest on what things are looking like out there. Good morning to you, Shantae.
Good morning, Max. You know, right now you think with a light dusting, how could it really bring traffic to its knees, literally to a crawl? But I want to show our viewers what we are seeing right now. We are on 72nd Street. We are getting ready to jump on I-80 westbound because I want to show you traffic on the eastbound side where it is crawling due to a crash right now. It appears that for a while that OPD had diverted traffic off of 84th Street. Again, this is eastbound I-80. We are talking about due to a crash right just shy of the 72nd Street exit. So right between 84th and 72nd right now. And so if it's still being diverted, we're going to see a whole bunch of headlights to the left of our screens right there. If you can make it out, again, visibility is very much an issue right now as they're investigating this crash. I was following one of the lieutenants there on scene. It appears that it's a crash involving a semi right now. This is the thing that we need to deal with this morning. Expect to have a slow commute overall. Give yourself plenty of cushion room. Right now, we are moving forward. We are not really dealing with any crashes on this side of the stretch of I-80, but just looking over onto the eastbound lanes, you can see that there's a bit of rubbernecking over here. If your commute takes you through this part of I-80, it might be best just to take side streets and avoid this mess right here altogether right now. We're still waiting to learn if there are any serious injuries at this hour, but right now, this is what a lot of people are dealing with right now. Again, OPD is diverting traffic off of 84 4th Street due to a crash near 72nd in the westbound lanes right now. But we'll check back in with you to bring you the very latest as far as what the road conditions are looking like, if they should deteriorate or if they improve. For now, reporting live, Shantae Passmore, 3 News Now this morning.